Hey there, it's Jake from Geo Targetly, and in this short tutorial I will be showing you how to implement Geo Targetly into your ClickFunnels webpage in less than 5 minutes. So let's get started. Step 1, you'll need a Geo Targetly account. If you already have one, great, go ahead and log in. If you don't, we offer a 14-day free trial, no credit card information required, no limitations, access to all features. Once you have the account, go ahead and log in, and you will be greeted with our product dashboard. As step 2, you need to get a tracking code to be pasted into your site. For this, you need to select which feature you want to be using, but I won't be showing you how to set up all those features because this is just an integration guide, and we do have video tutorials for the setup of all of these features. I will be just showing you how to do it for geolocation, but don't worry, the implementation is pretty much the same across all of the features. So go ahead and locate the setup that you want to implement. So for this tutorial, it will be this configuration, and go ahead and click on Get Code. Then you will be clicking on Copy to Clipboard, and this is you getting the code to be pasted into your site and step 2 complete. Before we go into step 3 though, I want to share that it is a one-time implementation. You only need to follow this process once, and any future changes that you do inside the Geo Targetly application will be automatically propagated to your site. Now to step 3, actually pasting the code into your site. Go ahead and log into ClickFunnels, and now you have an option to implement the tracking code either for all pages of your site or just for selected pages. So what's the difference? Site-wide implementation or implementation for all pages is most fitting when you want to trigger Geo Targetly on any page of your site. When might that be, you ask? Let's picture a situation in which you have a US website and a Canadian website. And you want to make sure that if a Canadian visitor lands on any page of the US site, they will be redirected to the Canadian site. For this, site-wide implementation is the best, as you want the redirection to happen on any of the pages. At the same time, you might want to implement Geo Targetly only on selected pages. For example, if you have pages with content that is geographically restricted, for this you would be going with a specific page implementation. But let's start with site-wide. For site-wide, it's super simple. Just go ahead and go into Site and Blog, and now into Site Settings. And over here, just scroll down, and you will find a section of tracking codes, and you will see header code and footer code. For this, you need to determine whether you should be placing Geo Targetly code into the header or the footer. In order to do that, go back into the setup and take a look at the text above the tracking code, and you will see whether it should be placed before the closing body tag, which means footer code, or whether it should be placed in the head tag, which means header code. For geolocation, it's a footer code, but for features such as geo redirect or geo block, it would be the header code. So what you would do now is you would just paste it over here, and then you would save the setup, update site. That's the site-wide implementation. But let's say that you only want to implement it for certain pages. So you would go into Site Pages. I already have it opened here. And after that, you would go into Edit Design. And once the page loads for a specific page, you will need to go into the settings of that specific page. So over here and Show Code. This will bring up the CSS, the header code, and the footer code. So once again, you will determine whether it's a header code or a footer code, paste it over here, and then you would be hitting Save. Also, the implementation for a specific page is the same if you're implementing into a funnel page. So just locate the funnel, locate the page, go into Edit. Once again, once it loads, you just open the settings of that specific funnel page and go into Show Code, paste it into the header or the footer, whatever is the correct way. Just under 4 minutes, and that's Geo Targetly implemented. Before I sign off though, I want to share several tips with you. So let's say that you did all of this and you want to troubleshoot or make sure that the tracking code is actually being fired on your page. For that, navigate to a page for which the code should be implemented. Go ahead and use the second mouse button, click on Inspect or get into the developer tools, and go into the network page. In the network page, you will type into the search bar GL ? This might be a bit cryptic, sorry, but the reason why GL is because we're implementing geolocation feature. For geo redirect, it would be GR and so on and so forth, but you can always determine what to type in by taking a look at the tracking code. Once you have pasted it in, just go ahead and hit refresh, and you should see the code being triggered on your page, and the status code should be 200 OK, which means that the code was triggered successfully. Even after this troubleshooting, you're still not sure whether GeoTargetly is doing what it should be doing. I invite you to check out our test mode. Basically, test mode is a built-in way of testing GeoTargetly on your site as if viewing your site from a different location. So what you would do is you would just type your IP address over here, which you can get from this link, then type what location you want to simulate the visit for, hit on and hit save. And the next time you visit your page, it would be as if you were visiting your site from a different physical location, and you should see the changes that GeoTargetly carries out, such as redirection or content change. If this seems too involved, using a VPN such as NordVPN or ExpressVPN will get you similar results, but the test mode is always the most precise because it's GeoTargetly to GeoTargetly communication. If you're still struggling even after all of these ways to troubleshoot, I invite you to get in touch with us. You can either write us at support@geotargetly.com or hit this button over here for a real-time chat with our support team. We would be more than happy to help you with the integration into your site. Finally, on our site under resources and docs, we offer written documentation, also video tutorials for the setup of all of our features, as well as slideshow versions of quick start guides. With that, all I'm going to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll have a great day.